Scorpio, this is your May 16th through 31st reading. So this is for Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, and Scorpio Rising signs. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. I love reading for you. So I really hope you get something positive out of these readings. This is for the last of the month, right? So you have a really big reading for the whole month. You have the first 2 weeks. What is going on for Scorpio, 16th through 31st? Messages for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising. Something just flippy-floppy here. What's going on? These guys just turned around mid-shuffle, as you can see. Wow. Absolutely stunning energy. I just got a little jolt just opening these up. These guys, as you saw, flipped around as I was in mid-shuffle. Ace of Swords, King of Swords, Fool, and 6 of Pentacles. Guys, a brand new idea, a sense of clarity, getting advice from someone in a position of relative power or with information that you need to move forward, a leap of faith in the direction of your dreams, and then things working out in a very balanced, equitable way for you, money and health-wise. I mean, that wasn't technically your reading, but that was maybe for one of you, some of you, all of you. We'll see if it shows up in your actual reading today, but really nice energy all the same. No joke. That was stunning energy. Sense of clarity. Anytime you see an ace, you're golden with an ace. So clarity, victory. Could be a sense of victory for you as well. All right, 16th through 31st for Scorpio. 16th through 31st for Scorpio. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising. May 16th through 31st. All right, guys, let's get out your 6 cards, and then we'll look at the bottom of the deck for general energy. So a peer group could be very important to you now with relation to entrepreneurship, maybe going into business for yourself. There could have been some confusion recently that you're just coming out of. Peer group having to do with your home could be very important to you right now. Entrepreneurship could be your ticket to personal success and freedom. And we're going to get out of your head. Your advice is to get out of your head. A cycle needs to be broken. Why? Because bottom of the deck is looking at this somewhat permanent confusion. I really feel like it's going to behoove you to deal with a Leo or a Cancer individual at this time. A Pisces individual could be helpful in leading you in this direction. Those are some people that you could be dealing with, or energies. But the Swords energies are quite heavy. So this is an advice card. This is bottom of the deck, the same element. We're looking at a sense of completion here, which is really good. We're looking at the sense of completion, or a cycle ending, which felt like overkill. It felt like too much overthinking, too much processing, too many questions. It does sit under the confused and somewhat disillusioned moon, or Pisces ruled moon, right? There just could have been, and it's mutable. So there's a lot of waxing and waning and going back and forth. So I understand how this could have felt confusing for you, but remember, there are solutions. There is a light at the end of this tunnel for you. The 8 of Swords really speaks to feeling confined in your own head. Maybe even over-focusing on what isn't going right. Even if there's 10 things not going right and there's one thing going right, this would be the over-focus on the 10 things, right? And I'm not picking on you. I'm not saying it's easy to focus on the one thing that's going right. I'm just saying it's going to help you out of a sense of, it'll assist you out of a sense of like helplessness, or even, what's it called when you, self-fulfilling prophecy, right? So you want to avoid a self-fulfilling prophecy by overthinking or even condemning the fact or say a moment of overthinking. You don't even want to condemn that. Like, have respect for the fact that you've been thinking about something. There's some shadow here. There's some, maybe even possible unknowns, confusion, disillusionment. That could even be present. I'm not saying it isn't, but there's the overemphasis on that versus what could be going right, or what could be managed as a possible solution, short or long term. And we see this here in our 3 of Cups, right? So friendship, peer group, celebration could be very important to you the last 2 weeks of the month. And it could have a big deal when it comes to your home, to a stable, happy home, to a home with a full heart, feeling supported. Definitely at least one other person. You could be living with this person, but they are going to be a very nice support and creative potential for you here as well. There's a lot of creativity in our threes, right? And sitting over the 4, it could be that you're building some sort of creative potential within the home or around the home. We do have 2 cards of home as well, right next to each other. 4 of Wands, as you see here, right next to the Chariot, which is ruled by Cancer. Of course, Cancer rules the 4th house, and that means the home. I also want to mention as well that Cancer ruling the 4th house and the 4, right? So a lot of stability is very, very important for you here, and entrepreneurial energy. This is really high-spirited, entrepreneurial, self-motivated, self-actualized. There's a lot of heart here. You could be involved in entertainment or have some star power here as well. It could have to do with your home. It could have to do with travel or a sense of victory. You know, you find some part of yourself or a sense of self that you can celebrate here. That you feel is worthy, or you can be confident in your display of affection or your display of celebration. And really gorgeous energy. Just these 4 cards here, really positive energy. Here's where we're looking at our confusion, right? The Moon and then these 2 swords. But it's not going to be all for naught. You're really going to be able to shape this quite easily for yourself. I think this is or could be an emotional time period for you the last 2 weeks, because we are dealing, even though there is some Leo energy, yes, but this is a very highly attuned energy. While Leo isn't necessarily considered emotional, aka a water sign like Scorpio, they're emotionally available. This is a very demonstrative sign, right? This is a demonstrative element or card or energy, and this is someone who is easily able to, if not actually be the part, act the part. So here's where we're looking at our Pisces ruled moon in our recent past, and this could have been part and parcel of the mental confusion, right? Just maybe too many questions, overemphasis on what wasn't going right, and it's easily solvable. We see this here in the near future. And it could just be dark night of the soul. It could just be like, you don't know which direction to take. And I mean, world events being what they are right now, Scorpio, it's not really that far-fetched to imagine that there could be some major or significant changes or developments here that you have to ponder, that you have to focus on, or that are very trying right now, because there is, in some areas of all of our lives, there are unanswered questions. There are some elements of confusion. So, you know, maybe don't read even into that too much either. You can develop yourself here in a very positive way, likely with a friendship or because of a celebration or someone in or around your home. So here's where we're looking at the present, right? So your home is very important right now. Having a settled, happy, positive home. I would even look at making a wish. It's only through exercise and practice that I've learned to, or I've discovered that in the 4 of Wands, right, more Wands energy, more entrepreneurial, loving spirited, how you behave energy, there is a wish here. There's 1111, right? So there could be a major wish that could be fulfilled or enacted or sought at this time. But certainly within your home, all the lights are on, everyone's fed, happy, and then you can look toward the future. You're definitely ready for the next step. Remember, the 5s always follow the 4, so there's always going to be a little bit of a chaotic moment, but at least you're out of your head. At least you're out of your head. And if the goal is to go from this happy home to this highly successful achievement here, you're going to surpass the 5 of Wands, which is a little bit of conflict, really easily here. This is just going to be easily surpassable. Just, you know, having a plan is going to be a big part of success here as well. In your near future is the Chariot, right? So this is an extremely victorious element for you. We're looking at our second major arcana here. I want to back up for a tiny second. I did mention we were dealing with the emotions, Scorpio. You are a water sign. You're dealing with other water elements, whether these are people, right? Cancer or Pisces individuals, people actually in your life, or their energies. This could be felt. You could be feeling this process. But again, we're out of your head. So this is good. Making a move, right? Being proactive here is really better than being in your head about it. So gorgeous energy. Fourth house, as I mentioned, could have to do with psychic energy, positive energy about your home, a major victory in terms of bringing out the light and the dark parts of yourself. It could even be about learning how to honor what you'd been through, the dark night of the soul, the confusion, and then the release of, that light bulb moment, right? Because here as your advice, and we did see this earlier, it's time for this to go. This cycle is over. This cycle is over, guys, and I'm so happy to see this here for you because it's time to put that down. And I think you're ready. I think you're ready to put that down because the opportunities are going to start adding up as opposed to the confusion. We're going to get out of the confusion really quickly here. Let's see what the Oracle has to say for you regarding the last 2 weeks of the month, Scorpio. If you feel like you're confused and you can't get out of your head, talk about it because that'll help release you as well. Find someone you can trust to talk to. We have power here with the horse. Personal power, right up here with this King of Wands. You really can help yourself out. Make a move into the direction of your dreams. Could have to do with your home or a peer group or at least being supported here. And definitely get out of your head, guys, because your personal power is raring to go. You just need a direction. So finding that direction, finding that inspiration, and just taking a chance, at least in one area that you want to take a chance with and move into the direction of. So Scorpio, that is your reading. If you like my content, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you have a second, comment below. I love hearing from you. So I'll see you in the next video, everybody. Bye for now.